Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by, pulling up, and tuning in to another video with your girl. Woo! Yes, it's so great to see you guys. I feel like I haven't done a sit down video in so long, but I am here to spill the tea on my beautiful wedding day. Well, our beautiful wedding day. He's not here, so I'll be referring to it as my day. If you are new here, please remember to like and subscribe, share this video, tell a friend to tell a friend, and thank you for stopping by. Today, I'm going to be getting into how my wedding day went, what happened, some of the things I enjoyed, the highlights, the lowlights, just everything that happened on that day. I want to start out by saying that I didn't get a lot of content. My photographer, God bless his soul, he got very good pictures of like the wedding pictures, which I will insert, but he didn't get a lot of good content of like us dancing together or even me walking down the aisle. I didn't get a lot of those content, so I'm just gonna include the videos and the pictures that I did get in this video. The weekend before the wedding, my friends came down and we hung out with the groomsmen. We went bowling. That was fun. It was just like a little something to get us to know each other and to get acquainted with each other. Then we had the wedding rehearsal the day before the wedding, I believe, and we had it outside because the whole plan was an outdoor wedding with the green grass and the white chairs and, you know, the little arch in the back. But then it was the morning of the wedding. I woke up and it was pouring raining. So like all my ideas in my head of, oh my god, it's gonna be an outdoor wedding, it's gonna be so beautiful and the green grass and so pretty, all of that kind of went through the window because I woke up and that was not what was happening. But thankfully we already knew that there was going to be a possibility of rain, so we kind of had a backup plan, like, okay, if it rained we were going to move it inside, and that's kind of what happened. It ended up getting moved inside and it was still beautiful. It was still beautiful. I did make my own centerpiece. I did put a video of that on my channel, so I'm gonna link it up here somewhere. Please go ahead and check that video out if you haven't seen it already. The centerpieces were handmade by myself and my very good friend Jada, whose wedding is also coming up, so everybody say congratulations to Jada. And they came out beautifully. I loved them, and they were such a central piece for me because I am a very like personal kind of a person and I want everyone to feel welcomed, and I felt like making those centerpieces kind of gave me the ability to say, hey, welcome to our wedding, to every single person, because, you know, I made them myself. Everybody got a little piece of my heart at their table. The night before the wedding, we had gotten an Airbnb, so we were at the Airbnb. We did some kayaking, and it was a little lake, so it wasn't clean enough to swim in, but we definitely got on the water and it was so much fun and it was relaxing. For the bachelorette party, we turned up. Like my family definitely showed out for me, my family and friends, and of course I'm gonna insert some pictures and videos here for you of how that bachelor party went. It was a blast. Everything was like cowboy themed and it was great. I really enjoyed it. Now for the day of the wedding, that was the day I had my hair done, so I didn't really do my hair before that. I did it on the day of the wedding. I had my hairstylist come to the Airbnb where I was, drive up there, she did my hair. My makeup artist was supposed to come, my cousin was supposed to come with the makeup artist because she was like dating the makeup artist. Listen, when they tell you not to mix business and pleasure, don't do that, because I don't know what happened and then my cousin ended up not being able to make it, which means that my makeup artist was also not able to make it. But thankfully my hairstylist, she also could do a little makeup. It wasn't no crazy beat, but it actually made me look beautiful and I felt beautiful, so shout out to my hairstylist for saving the day. So y'all, like I said, it rained on my wedding day, so we went outside to take pictures and my dress got filthy. Like The train was a mess, the mud, like everything. My dress was almost completely destroyed. It's still in my closet, still unwashed. Don't judge me, but it got destroyed. However, I had two dresses that I had planned on changing for the reception into, and then a going away dress. Somehow my dresses got left at the Airbnb, and the Airbnb was an hour away from the wedding venue. So it wasn't like, oh, you know, I could just send my bridesmaid up there to grab it and come back. So I ended up having to spend the entire ceremony in my dirty dress, and it was heartbreaking. It was really, really heartbreaking because on my wedding day, at least for me, my bridesmaids and my friends, they're all like, I don't want you to worry about anything, we'll take care of everything. So like, I didn't know where anything was. I didn't know where any of my belongings were because everybody was just shuffling them along for me. They were like, oh, you know, you just get in the car, just sit in the car, we'll pack everything for you. And of course, you know, I went back into the room, I double checked, and I made sure that all of my stuff was moved out of the room. But later on, we found out that whoever was taking it to the car, they must have stopped in the kitchen and they left my dresses in the kitchen. I was a little bit upset, but on your wedding day, you cannot let anything upset you. Like, there's so many people who traveled all the way out here to North Carolina to see us get married and to celebrate with us. So I couldn't have a sad face. Like, I couldn't be mad. And also, like, it was the day I became a wife, so like nothing in the world was gonna rob me of that day or made it not the day that I wanted it to be. So another thing I learned is that the bride is the life of the party. So if you are not like a very out there and, you know, energy kind of bride, on your wedding day, you're gonna have to be that, because, you know, there are so many times where I was like, you know, shuffling in the back or had to go do something else, and I'd have people come, where's the bride? Tell the bride you gotta come out here, we're waiting for the bride. It was hilarious. So the bride is definitely the life of the party, y'all. So we hired this young woman who just graduated from chef school or chef college or whatever it's called, and one of my friends put me on to her, and when she came and we tasted her food, it was pretty good. So I was like, okay girl, we gonna, you know, give you a chance to show yourself and show us what you can do.
Your standard mashed potatoes, and then we have like a smoked wing, and then we have our Cajun shrimp, and then the cabbage in the middle, and I put some peppers, onions, and carrots in there.
Ooh, yes, thank you. That's good.
The appetizers were not bad, but the food itself was not great. It was not great. I didn't even taste it. They brought the food to me. I took a little fork and I smushed it because the rice looked like mashed potatoes. She was supposed to be making like Jamaican food, and the rice and peas looked like mashed potatoes. I was disgusted. I was like, no thank you. So I literally didn't even eat it. I was like, listen, no thank you. But the cake was great. Everybody loved the cake. The happy hour was great. Everybody loved the happy hour. And again, like, I don't have any pictures of the drinks. I can show you the menu though, because I do have a little picture of the menu. So I'll show you the menu. You can go ahead and steal it if you want. The drinks were good. So if you are gonna steal it, trust, the drinks are good. I was marrying the man of my dreams, so I was not gonna allow anything to make that day not a good day for me. So the food wasn't that great, but the overall wedding, we danced, we sang, you know, we did a little shuffle, two-step shuffle, cupid shuffle, whatever you want to call it, and the electric slide. My favorite parts of the wedding would be, one, walking down the aisle. I really enjoyed that. And this is not like most favorite, this is just like me listing out some of my favorite parts of the wedding. One, walking down the aisle. Two, just exchanging our vows. Three, which I would probably say if I had to rate them, this would be my top favorite. The third one is when the pastor said, I now pronounce you husband and wife. That was like the epitome. That was why we were all there. That was the reason for the whole celebration. So that to me was the most amazing part of the entire wedding. Fourth was the best man, best woman toast. it was great. It was great because after we had the bridesmaid, not the bridesmaid, the maid of honor and the best man, they went up and they made their toast. Then we had like our family members, so like my mom, his mom, our close friends, just all coming up there and making a toast, making a little speech. And it was great. It was funny, it was entertaining, and it was good to hear that it was clearly a consensus in the entire room that we were good people and that we belonged together. So I mean, we always knew that, but it was good to know that everybody else knew it as well. So yeah, that would be like my fourth highlight. My husband is like right over there. I know he's hearing me. You can blush, it's okay. I don't know, what would you say one of your highlights from the wedding was?
Same thing you said.
Oh, the things that I said. You don't have anything to add?
Just having our friends and family there, because we haven't seen them in so long. It's been like months or sometimes years for the last time I've seen a couple of my friends.
Yeah, I agree with him. I would put that at point number 5, is just having the people that we love most in the entire world there. It was about 50 people there. It was not a lot of people, and the people that were there was the people that we loved the most, the people that we felt like was a central part of our lives and people that we wanted to share our lives with. So it was just great that we had the people that we loved there. I definitely had like family members who I was expecting to be there not be there, and not even like calling or texting me and saying that they weren't going to be there, but just like not being there. But for me, it was the people that were supposed to be there were there. God doesn't make any mistakes. God, he doesn't ever fall short. So everyone that was supposed to be there was there, and everyone who, of course there was people that I wish were there. You know, I have a lot of family in Jamaica, and so I wish that my grandma, my cousins, my uncles, I wish they could make it, but you know, I understood that it wasn't gonna happen that way. For our honeymoon, we did go to Jamaica, and my husband was able to meet my grandma, meet my cousins and stuff like that. So it made it a little bit better because, you know, they got to see him, he got to see them, he got to see where I'm from. Like, I'm Jamaican, it's a really big part of my identity and who I am. So he really got to experience that. He had never been to Jamaica, so that was my little baby's first time there, and he had fun. I know he had fun. We went to Ocean Eden Bay. It was fun. We could definitely get more into it. The food was good. It wasn't bad. It was beautiful though. I will definitely say it was beautiful. The beach was beautiful. It's a great hotel. It was a little bit out of the way because I'm from Kingston and the hotel was in Trelawney, and we thought it was like in Montego Bay, close to Ocean Rios, because it said it was in Montego Bay, but it was in Trelawney. It was not in Montego Bay. But it's a great hotel. Relaxing and giving very much honeymoon vibes, and it definitely was. And I think that's all about the wedding. It was a very beautiful day. If you are planning your wedding, if you're engaged right now, listen, it doesn't have to be a huge wedding. We had a very tight budget and we made it work because we were not about to take out loans to get married. That don't make no sense to me. Why are we, the first thing as a married couple is digging ourselves into a hole? It doesn't make any sense to me. So don't be out here trying to match anybody else's energy. Do the best that you can with your budget. Do not be ashamed to DIY something. A lot of the things at my wedding was DIY'd because we had a day of coordinator, which meant that we had someone that was going to coordinate the wedding the day of, but the days prior to the wedding we had to, you know, have everything done on our own. We had to book our own cake services, we had to get our own bartender, we had to find our own, what's that person called that does the vows? We had to find our own officiant, which for us it was a minister. We wanted our officiant to be someone that was religious because we're religious, and the number one thing in our marriage was God. So we wanted the person that was going to do that to be very big on God and to, you know, marry us in the name of God. Another part that I will say, number 6 to our wrapping it up, was the mother and groom dance. It was so adorable. My mother-in-law, she is so beautiful. I'm gonna have to insert a little picture of us. She did her little thing, okay? She did her little thing. And me and my dad too, because we didn't really rehearse it, so it was so fun to go up there and like shimmy but it was cool. Also, the same thing with my husband and I for our first dance. We tried to practice like a little waltz or something, but it was hilarious. And for some reason, somehow, by the grace of God, when we had to dance in front of all of our family and friends, we didn't bust our ass. So shout out to God on that one, because I didn't know how it was gonna go. We just went up there in the name of God and with the grace of God, and we're just like, listen, whatever happens, happens. And it was cute. It was very demure. Thank you for reminding me. That's my new word, y'all. Very cutesy. Very demure. Shameless plug. I know everybody got the Stanley cups. I got the Ozark Trail cup. And it does the same thing, because I work overnights. I will put ice in my cup at 7 p.m. and when I get home at 7 a.m., a whole 12 hours later, there is still ice in my cup. Yeah, so shameless plug. Ozark Trail. Trust me, they ain't paying me no money, but if you want to, go ahead. Sponsor us, but get you one of these. They are not Stanley Cup prices. We got them from Walmart and they are amazing. They will keep your ice cold. I don't know if it keeps coffee cold. Well, I don't know if it keeps coffee hot, because I haven't put like hot stuff in there. Just my water for while I'm at work, and it definitely do what it do. So thank you so much for stopping by and tuning in to another video. I really hope you like this. If you also did a small wedding that you also DIY, share with me, what was your experience? How was your wedding day? Did it rain on your wedding day too, girl? Tell me, we can bond together. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.